another one. Gone again. Set the stop, swear this time I'll hold the line. Price dips just enough to kiss my trigger fine. Faster bounces back the second I'm out. Now I'm staring at the chart like a fool with doubt. Blowing up another count. Damn it, I keep trying. Bleeding out so slowly. Every candle's lying. Stop loss eats my soul when I try to stay alive. Force flip-flop again. Market wants me to buy high. Fucking wants me to buy high. Wants me to buy high. Fucking wants me to buy high. Every lousy told when told myself no chase, let the setup come clean. But the wick paints perfection on a fake green screen. Fingers hover hard, already knows the play. Hit the button anyway, watch the pain replay. Blowing up another count. Damn it, I keep trying. Bleeding out so slowly. Every candle's lying. Stop loss eats my soul when I try to stay alive. Force flip-flop again. Market wants me to buy high. Stalking wants me to buy high. Wants me to buy oh. Market wants me to buy high. Room stays dark, just a glow from the phone. Empty coffee cup, another night alone. I know the script, still read every line. Same old ending, same old decline. Blowing up another count. Damn it, I keep trying. Bleeding out so slowly. Every candle's lying. Stop loss eats my soul when I try to stay alive. Force flip-flop again. Market wants me to buy high. Fuck it, wants me to buy high. Another zero. Balance gone. I'll reload that dump.
Crypto's got me by the throat, one more pull and I'm gone. Thought it lift me up, make the gray days dawn. But the highs fade fast, leaving me hollow inside. The lows drag me under, no place to hide. I see the patterns now, the way it all bends. Hope that it changes, but it never ends. I tell myself stop, but the screen pulls me in. The cycle's my chain, where do I begin? I keep reasoning this time it's real, but the heart knows the deal. The scars never heal, the emotions a storm, the logic's a lie. Why do I keep chasing the high? I'm chasing the high. Why can't I let go? I'm chasing the high. The pain's all I know. I'm chasing the high. It eats at my soul. I'm chasing the high. But it's taking its toll. Chasing the high. Whoa! The market whispers sweet, then screams in my face. I reason it's logic, but it's just a chase. The emotions of fire burns
feeling happy today, give it a nice little fling.
The emotions are thief, the reason is blind, the heart still
Make sure you oil your cowbells up to keep them from rusting from lack of use. Professional tip.
one more try, one more lie. Why the fuck can't I die? I'm chasing the high. Why can't I let go? I'm chasing the high. The pain's all I know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm chasing the high. It eats at
if this is your first foray into the land of road dog crypto, prepare yourself to be accosted by a turkey.
For those of you out there that hitting that like I should say thank you very
The
much.
morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
And it makes you see fairies. That's crazy. What is it? Is this mushroom coffee, Sean? Is that what we got? Is this the mushroom? I'm seeing green fairies. That sounds like it doesn't taste like absinthe. Ladies and gentlemen, pardon me just a second as I get our music ready. Uh-oh. The one thing that I forgot to do here tonight. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Happy to have you here tonight. This is a blessed day, as is every day that we are alive and breathing on this earth. I'm sitting here looking at the 6-minute time frame as Bitcoin got rejected over here. This line over here, if you remember from last night's show, is our 786 Fibonacci. I didn't draw the line over here. I wish I had of, because that kind of did me a disservice as I was not paying as much of attention to that idea. I could have got into some shorting ideas. There's some nice little shorts to be had over there if you were ready to be trying to take a little short there. Shout out to people who have and saw it however that they saw it. Oh my. Where were you at? Oh, right. You were over here. I'm sorry. I think we're getting all confused here. We were here, we came down, blah, blah, blah. Y'all already know what happened. We made a higher high here, and I believe I was Yeah, okay, I gotta refresh my memory. So, I was bitching about, man, it didn't come up to my number over here. I was looking for at least a 113. Well, it came down back to the 886 level. And then it came up and we got those little two guys right there, right? We got our extension levels. So, yay, that's cool. That means pullback time. Well, Road Dogg, where do you pull your fib when you want to look for a pullback? Well, you got a variety of schools of thoughts out there, Jimmy, but let's talk about some of those real quick because you'll see a variety of answers for that. A lot of people, come to, whoa, what is going on? I'm getting dizzy. Look at this chart, man. Cut it out. Stop it. All right. I think my browser needs to be updated here. I didn't do it. All right, for the locals, if you want to go a little local, you can do it, and you'll hear people saying, look for this level to hit. Maybe we'll come down to this level. Maybe we'll come down to this level. And this is basically seeing wherever that you can get your little turnaround. Yeah, that's cool. My way to do it is a little bit different. I do that too. We can look at that. That comes in handy, like if you're working with, I think with your Elliott waves and some of those concepts. That would be kind of helpful here. But basically, I come all the way down to the bottom. I'm looking for this whole move, not just this toppy here, which gave us their nice little 272 target over there. But now we take that target. See that? This is harmonic-y. I'm taking this whole move into account here. We're at the 2382 Fibonacci for that move. That's a great area for us to bounce if we're trying to go up. That target to the upside, if we can get up there, would be the higher high that we're looking for right here, 382 right here. And, oh, my God. I'm sorry. This golden 0.618 over here. I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. It's actually, I believe you're 414. For our higher high possibilities right there. That is at 72,600, 73,700. That's what I'm looking at for a possibility if we are going to get our support here. Now, are we going to get our support here? Well, that's the question of the night, isn't it? I would say it's got a decent possibility, if not here, a little bit lower. But we got a little ribbon flipping and trying to happen here on the midterm time frames, 24 minute. I'm going to bump up to the 1 hour. And I've been tracking this guy, and this is the 800 moving hour average on the 1 hour. Same thing as the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. We lost that. That was a big thing, in which I was hoping that we could keep it. I was hoping that we could, but we did not. We lost the 9 moving average on these time frames, and I'm sure the 4 hour. Did you lose it? Yeah, you lost on the 4 hour too. This is what it looks like on the 4 hour. That yellow line there is the 200 moving average. We lost it, right? And my argument was we probably will, because our other moving averages are so low, still down here, like especially on the 1 hours, give me the biggest clues. While we were up here, our 100 was still below the 200. Now it's above it now. We got the ribbon flipping and we're looking for, so I am looking for support right now. We got the 50 crossing the 360. That's a pretty good cross. The 100 and 200 are following suit. So anywhere between the zone, we can get a nice little push up. I'm hoping for one here at the 382, because that would give us those nice juicy targets we're talking about. If we come down lower, well, we got to lower our expectations a little bit, and maybe by a lot, and I hope it doesn't, but we'll see. 50 moving average is an excellent place for this guy to just bounce his happy little ass and just take us along our happy little way up to the upside. That's what we're hoping for. Still, what else we got? So we got 360 moving average. We got the 800 and the 600. Now the 600, that's the little Lucy. That's the devil on 666 moving average. It is above the 800. That gives us a little lift. Not as much sandbagging there, meaning we're probably going to go back and talk to the devil at some time. But since we missed talking to the devil, the 600 and 800, we may come down and talk to this 360 bypassing this 50. Okay, there could be a little lower that we can go squeeze to, because that's just how they work. And the lowest I'm looking for is around the 1 and 200 areas in this about 67,400. We're looking at those ideas there. Still, that makes me want to go here with the 618 or the 382 Fibonacci there from our bigger pull. Second runners up there would be the 0.5, which would be coming right down here at our 100 moving average. That'd be about 67,660 right there in that area. So a bounce off of one of those places would be ideal to be helping us out here. And if you've been following trend lines and patterns and whatnot, and anything other than a flag to the upside, but if you kind of zoom out a little bit, and I'm on the 1 hour, I can zoom out. Could even go to the 4 hour over here and zoom out. And this is what we got from the bigger picture of things here. If we want to go from our top side down, are you through moving? Are you sure? Okay. I'm going from bodies to bodies right there for our trend line. Nice little breakout, right? That's one way to look at it. That's a good place to see that resistance when we go up to it. Oh man, we don't have anything up there. We just got these horizontal levels now, right? No, we still got some other stuff you just got to look for, right? That's a nice breakout. There's some volume with it. Not the exact volume we're looking for to give us, oh man, this is it. Wait, this is not a this is it moment. Look over here on the 4 hour while I'm here, and we also got that little red dot sell signal. Stochastics are starting to come down, money flow starting to come out a little bit. We hit our fib area, that 1272 area. This is what we do, people. This is what we do. This is why I don't like those buying the top setups. And here, this is what I was trying to get to earlier. This trend line that we've been talking about this for quite a while, right? Looking for this little local thing. You're locally, you got this kind of guy going on, right? Kind of a rising, broadening pattern, right? I know we got that breakout, and that breakout is very important. But locally, we also got this guy that was giving us the parameters that we could go through. And I wasn't expecting this one to touch the top, but it could. It could still do it. Go up there and touch the top of this little guy. I like what I'm seeing here overall on the 4-hour, and I like the 4-hour to watch Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing here on this Ichimoku cloud indicator. Popping up through the red cloud. Oh, man, we like to pop through them clouds, man. Give me some shout outs, man. I don't know. Give me something, some 111s if you appreciate your clouds in this space. I'm just saying. Sean, that was your cue, buddy. There you go. Dumbass. All right, so we're popping through a red cloud and the little sliver of green. That's what I look for. I stripped everything off of this indicator because this is all I use from it. I've already got enough other lines on my chart, and it just added way too many. I like my moving average strategy that tells me the momentum I'm looking for. 9 moving average crossing over all these little guys. That's awesome. I wish we were still above it. We got some upper momentum, people. We just got to see where we're going to pull back to. We're at one of the first areas to see if we get support. Another area of support a little bit lower that we're looking at, but I expect a full bounce from here, and we'll start making our higher highs and higher lows until that one day they say no more. Roll it over and turn it down. Hopefully we'll be coming over here to 72,600. That would be the first target I'm looking for. It will take a minute, I'm sure, and it may be until the weekend before we get there, sad to say. Today being Monday, tomorrow being Tuesday, I cannot know the days of the week. That's amazing. All right, so 50 moving average holding us right now. Looming cloud threatening to suck us under down to these lower areas, and I don't know which it's going to be, but it'd be one of them, I do believe. Some other little trend line tricks that I use to kind of help me out here. You know, you might come down and smack the tap of these guys. So it might be a little bit more shallow than this bigger guy. We're in the prime area to find our support areas, and I want to come down to the 1 minute and see what it's saying. Yep, that was a nice one to try to get. And that's what I'm looking for. Look, like down here on this 382, we got a double bottom scenario going on. Well, it's a lower low, so we can still get another lower low unless we take this guy out. But at least we're trying to get some traction over here on the smaller time frames. So we're trying to get some signs. We're trying to bounce here. I've got a long end from here because of the 382, and that's just what I do. It gives me a tight stop loss, a little tighter area down through here, and a little bit more to go up, and we can start climbing these ribbons up and start working our way back up. 382 pullback. We got to be cautious about those lower highs, which would be coming in somewhere just a little bit below 69.5, 69.4, somewhere through there. That idea could happen to us if we see a lower high, and then I would be looking for a lower low, which would bring us back down to these areas down here, about 67.2, 67.3. That would be a harmonic setup there, but generally we're trying to see if we can break these guys and do it. Now, a lot of people are going short right now, and there were some great short opportunities over here. Coming back to our original thesis over here, we take our swing low, or swing high to swing low from right over here. Previous one right there. We got it right there, right? At the bottom, at the bottom, at the bottom. Drag it over to the right. Slide it over to the right. It's just a jump to the left, it's just a step to the left and a jump to the right. And there is our 272. 1.272 Fibonacci. The square root of 1.618 right there. Just waiting for us to come and tap it. And it's usually a bearish thing. Well, now let's come down to the smaller time frames and look at what it would be looking like over here. So that was our first tap over there. And if you wanted to put a limit order there, I mean, that's a strategy you can do, is put a limit order in there to sell or to even short. But this was the nice place to get. That was the swing failure. You went back up here, and that would be called a swing failure. I don't know why they say pattern, because there's no pattern to it at all. It's just a wick. A swing failure wick is all it is. And that was a good. This was a good area, but few people would get it, and you'd argue, man, but it came back on me. It stopped me out. And you put your stop loss too low, and it got you. And yeah, that's why they want to do that. So I'm gonna put my stop loss down here. If it's going to go down, it's going to keep on going down. That's what it is. And that's common sense, but the market makers are just a little sleazy and sly, and they're like, oh yeah, those people think it's just going to go down from here like it used to. Yeah, watch this. I gotcha. They come and stop you out. snap you out. So you need a little thing. You know, one way, I mean, you use your fibs. I should probably practice this more than I preach it. But sometimes I don't have this tool available. But what if you went like up another little notch? You went up to your 113 or 272. If you could fit that into your stop loss right there. Think about that for a moment. What would that be like? Is this a short? Is this a short? Is this a short? What would a short look like over here? Man. Yeah. Oh, what happened? Oh, here we're back. All right, let's move this little guy down here. So you put a little stop loss at the 273 of this one, right? Oh, that's nice. Wow, man. How far are you done already? Just getting down to where we are right now. Where are you? I can't seem to, where are you? Is this it? Okay, pull it down. Wow, man, that's a 9-to-1 risk to reward ratio right there. Coming down and double bottom right through here. That was a good trade, I gotta say. But, okay, so that was a good one. Then that might be tricky because that takes a little skill and planning to catch these kind of guys right here. But that's what they do. When you're looking at the people, they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. How do you nail that top? That's what they look for over here. Some of these little ideas. I'm giving you a strategy that will help you nail that. I don't know. I think a lot of time, I'm not sure exactly what some of the other guys do, but this is what I found that kind of does it. All right. And then your other area right over here to catch another short possibility would have been right over here. But you're like, how do we know? Well, you don't always know. It's a lower high, so that's you couldn't get back over here, couldn't even top this one over here, and also I think you got the similar thing going on right here. You got a little line. I got it too big. There were two areas over here you could get in here if you wanted to front run. Oh my God, I think this is a lower high. I'm going to short. And then it did the same damn thing right over here. So what if you did that? You'd have a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio with stop losses still over here, or you could have had them lower if you wanted, but over here was definitely pretty good. That's still your 3-to-1. I think I screwed that up somehow. So definitely some good shortings going on over here. We like that. That is exactly the reason why I don't like to buy the breakouts of the level. That is my reason. That's why Super breaks this level, jump in. You gotta definitely wait for confirmations if you're trying to buy anything that's making a new high. Definitely got to do that. And even over here, what's above our level? So they can trick. It's my least favorite trade setup, so I don't like to do that. And I just always like to explain why. I do like trend lines though. I know you got a trend line here, diagonals. You got other diagonals, and those are always good places to look to find an entry for a short. If you're trying to look for that, if you're not looking at by levels, follow your trend lines, baby. They give you another options idea. That would have been a great place to short, right? Diagonal trend line right over here. That would have been a good place. If you didn't catch this, you could have caught that. So you got backup plans, right? So there's opportunities if we know how to look for them. You could have got that. Missed. Oh man, I missed it. Maybe you could have got this, or maybe you could have seen that. And no, we might come back and retest this area, and we did. Where we lost it, we did. And then we lost this one. We didn't come back and retest this one. Doesn't always work. This one right here. There's all these little shorting areas. And then you get to the level people, and then, they're not doing it to here. And then, it depends. It depends. Everybody's going to have a different risk tolerance. But to me, I really think you get more of the payday and less of the risk the closer that you can get to your idea at the top if you're trying to do your shorts. My personal opinion. That's just my take. And you'll see other takes. But I think a lot of the people that you see, they have something similar trying to get. Well, you see their entries, and they're pretty gosh darn good entries. But those are some methods right there to try to get these little guys in. And now we're at a support area where, hopefully you're taking some profits because you might be turning around here according to these bigger moving averages. Or you're going to leave a little bit of running, steal stop losses because we do have this area to recover. Not sure if we're going to do that right now, right? This whole, it was resistance and it was kind of support, or likely it's going to be resistance 200 moving average area. right over here, right ahead. So there could be a long up to there if it's worth playing for you. You know, if you're trying to do a little scalpy scalp and get something up there. Maybe we'll get lucky and it goes up higher. Because, I mean, there's a local breakout here on the 6-minute time frame. If you're trying to scalp something to the upside, I just wouldn't expect it to be all that. Let's see if there's any, yeah, you got some bullish divergence there to help it out. So right now, looking for longs off the 382 could be an idea. And if it does get bullish and we can regain these areas, I mean, I think eventually it can. That's why we're trying to look for something here. But there is a scalp play here and maybe a longer play. We might have to pull back before we reclaim this area. But like I said, if we keep this area here and don't break down, we got higher targets. That's a much better play. That play looks a little bit different. I think we should examine that trade idea. That trade idea, I want to zoom out a little bit because it's a little bit longer time frame to look for, right? Oh, snap. Was that you up there? You look so distant. That's crazy. For real? Is it? All right. Let's get our little long tool out here. I love it when she says that. She don't say it very often. Oh, man. Well, hell, if we can just get back up here to the top, I think I'm on a different time frame here. If we are bouncing here, we're going to come back and retest the top and hopefully go higher, right? But the stop lossy, and now here, you got to be, if we can get the risk reward ratio, if you're actually trying to go up here to these guys, I mean, if you think that might happen, we can get back up to 72 to that first, one of the first targets or the main target that we can get from that. All right. Are we still on the right? Yeah, that's it. Right. Let me make sure I'm not getting sidetracked here. We got a local one. There's another thing. Okay. All right, so let's go with this guy, 71.9. That's close to 1-to-1. We can dial it in. If we could do that, that'd be a 5-to-1, and you could get your stop loss. If you're going for the higher target idea, you got more room to lower your stop loss to an area that is less likely, like below the 200 moving average on the bigger time frame, like a 1 hour. Less likely to happen. Wider range of the stop loss, but it still gives you a 4-to-1 if you're trying to do that. If you're trying to go too tight on your stop losses, you might have what happens to me sometimes. And sometimes I go too tight on my stop losses and I get stopped out, man. And I'm like, oh man, that trade took off without me and stopped me out. Ah, bitch and cry. Risk reward looks a hell of a lot more impressive. And it is, but it's still about the same money you're going to make in the end. 7-to-1, 7.4-to-1 risk reward ratio with that idea here on the 1 hour. Here on the 15-minute, we are finding support on the 200 moving average, which I think that's kind of bullish. 800, 600, 360, 200, the right in order, 100 and the 50 right over here. That is crossing bearish, so it's telling us, like we were saying on the other ones, that we can go up and probably get a little rejection, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. Well, Lowdy, it makes me want to come over here to the weeks, and let me see what I've got going on over here. Do I have I don't have a Bitcoin long going on, so I'm gonna snap me in one here. I'm gonna take advantage of this little breakout that we got. If I can get this thing to operate with me. Are you gonna give it to me at the right price? I don't. Why are you up here? Get the hell off my screen. Why are you here? I'm not searching for a damn thing. I'm trying to put a trade in and you're not letting me. Please stop doing this bullshit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. All right, Weeks, for whatever reason, it takes you a gosh darn... What was that? Oh, you stopped me out. I got stopped out on something right there. Well, at least it had some profit. I was wondering what happened to my trade. I'm just worried about a little scalpy scalp. So for me, well, I'm looking at my risk reward. Now, I might take a very smaller trade and not put my stop loss way down there. I'll put it wherever it wouldn't validate my trade idea, so I don't have to. I'm trying to trim down. I'm actually trying to go with less than 1% if I can do that for risk to reward. Small take profits. We'll just take you right back up here to the top. That's 70,003 on this little guy. That's pretty good. That's 46% gain, so I can get off this. This is 20x, I believe. The steeper trend line right there. There's going to be some rejection over here at this trend line. As we start coming over here, I might want to take some profit when we start retesting these areas. If I want to just get out if we got up there, I could just do that. Yeah, I might just do that. But if I'm trying to catch the 382 bounce, then I'm going to take myself out of the trade. Or at least this entry, right? I don't know what to do. I'm going to leave it over here and I'll probably just take some profits over there. See if I can get the best of both worlds. That's called greed right there. That's what it looks like. It didn't sound like it, did it? That was greed. That's me being greedy. I'll probably screw this up now. We got a stop loss set. We got our, maybe you should, for real. I'm getting a little greedy. That's a sucky trade though. That's a 2-to-1. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Here, throw in the thigh road dog. Let's zoom out. Let's get our common sense hat on. Let's go get our fibs out. Well, let our fibs decide. 786 right here. I want that one. Give me that one. Can I deal with that? 35%. I think I'll deal with that one. What is going on over here? I got a mixed bag again. Am I down? I did circle. Tiny position though. A small position, a nibble, but it's down 25%. I'm on 15x. Circle the stock token. Apparently, that wasn't the brightest idea right there. She's starting to get to my little areas where she might hit my stop loss. Well, we got XBR. I'm trading a little bit of oil. Oil's kind of shaky right now. It's tricky right now to be trading oil, but it's going to go up. Is it going to go down? It's going to definitely flush people in and out, so I don't try to go crazy with it. The run of that trade, I think, is over. I wonder, it'd be cool the day that you could short it all the way back down to normal prices. That would be cool, but right now we're up about 9% on that one. And then the sweet crude oil doing over on Wix. So far, so good, right? And then Palantir, up 26% on that. That was, it's a short too. I've shorted it, a small short, a very small, tiny short. 20x, I think. That's why I did it. It's tiny then. That's like a degen trade, I think, for me. Gold is still trending down, man. Gold is, you got to watch gold, but I'm nibbling. It looks like she might be able to touch bottom, I think, maybe. Did a little bit on silver, and it's down a little bit too. But my pride and joy, I guess, I've had today that's really helped my account more than anything, because I've been taking profits on this one and everything, is River. And I've already taken more profit than what I put into the trade and still got more to take, and it's still up 97%. So it's had a good run over here. We got even Brackets Adventures got into it over here. He got in about he posted, hit and sold. He's probably up a lot more than that now. Got in 11.13, and that was when it was up 14% there on a 5x. I think this was one of mine. 74%, 7x. And then the most recent one's right over here, 147%. We got up to, my entry was 10.29 on average. I've taken profits, and then I've added a little more, right? I'm playing it. I'm trying to milk it a little bit before it milks me. And what's my average entry now? My break-even price is $11 now, so at least right there. I didn't just play it there. I played it on the other one too, so I got it going on over here on Blowfin too. I'm even up. I'm still up. I've already took $12 profit on it, and I got a $5 position, and I still got $5 to take out. That's a good trade. I mean, for a small account, those kind of trades help. But they're rare. They don't come too easy, but I may be playing River a little bit. Over here on Blowfin, I'm up 18% on a Bitcoin short and up 10% on another Bitcoin short. This is the one that I degen in on and play around with a lot. This one I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative, but I am kind of playing around with some of the metals and stocks on the side. But this is where I'm trying to mostly take some of my live trades here on the show and things like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at altcoins, because that's what we do over here. It says $700 billion market cap. We're getting that rejection over here. We're hoping we get a breakout, but we ain't got it. The best hope is that we'll come back and touch the top of this possible double bottom situation here. This W. That we can touch the neckline or belt line or however we want to call it there on the 4 hour and try to bounce. Maybe we'll get some support there. Looking at Bitcoin dominance over here, we got a breakout, so that's starting to make that little idea for altcoins look a little bit more lackluster. It's not going to happen, and more attention turned to Bitcoin if it's going to turn anywhere. That kind of sucks. We got a nice little double bottom high or low here at the 786 support. Not what we needed here in this area, man. I'm just saying. That's not what we needed here. We need this to keep going down, and it ain't doing it. So altcoins are not where we want them to be yet, meaning that Bitcoin is probably still outperforming them gosh darn altcoins, according to Bitcoin dominance there. And the Tether market, they haven't decided yet. A little bit of a sell-off. Maybe that's good. Meanwhile, I'm back on the regular markets, which were open today, and it looks like we're still trying to, might even get a breakout. 72% chance that we can break out from this little guy. According to the triangle cheat sheet over here. It's the one over here by Jenny's left-right boob over here. Jenny, can you move your boob? Okay. Whenever she moves her boob out of the way, you can see it's 72% chance that it breaks to the upside. Jenny blocking my screen over. I'm not complaining at all, though. I like it. She helps you keep you guys entertained over here. All right, well, that is pretty much the take on the crypto market, other than looking to see what the altcoins are looking like for the daily. And on just this, oh, here's a nice little section. What are you doing? What the hell is Redcoin? Anybody know what Redcoin is? Is that what we're chasing today? I didn't get the memo. Nobody told me to chase Redcoin today. Is this where somebody comes in? We told you, this has been in our group. You wouldn't have had it. We nailed it. Is that what it is? We got Super and Tria. I haven't heard Super mentioned in a while. And Tria, I think I've heard you. Those are some crazy coins to be looking at right there. Nothing else really popping off, but those guys, top 100 on the daily. Not much going on over here. We'll take a look over at the top 300. The winners and losers. VVV token. Are you coming back down? Did you just do that? Huh. I thought I was up on you. So we got River at 1255. She's kind of floating around, but it's having a pretty good day, as we talked about earlier. So River. Kite Crypto's having a pretty good day. Those are some pretty good ones to look at. That's why I always try to see when they're down here in the dumps, you know, somewhere in the double digits pullbacks over a few days. And then those are the ones that seem to bounce back some. Canton CC, I think it's got too many coins or something. It's not really getting out of this 14 to 18 cent range or anything like that. Grass is still around 30 cents, but maybe we can see something happening over there. We'll look at CC. Guys, if you got any altcoins that you would like to take a look at just to kind of go over, or maybe you got a setup you want to share, or you want some analysis on, or just a second opinion, or just to give us some filler here in the show, I'll send my little request marker out there. And now at this point in the show, I come over and see who we got left over here in the chat and what's going on, man. How we doing today? Let me get back over to a Bitcoin chart real quick, though. Here on a smaller ass time frame. Let's go to the DGen 1 minute. Like all the real YouTubers do. Look, a 1 minute breakout on Bitcoin. Too bad we got this ribbon flip. Hopefully we can try to test it, but I don't expect as too much before we get a little bit of a pullback here. Did I take a long? I was supposed to take a long on. Did I take a long? I did. Did I add to a long? I want to add to that long. And okay, stop loss is still 60. I'm only going to lose 66 cents if I'm wrong on this 50-minute time frame. I'm coming to the chat. I promise I am. I just had to remember memory there. Submit your coin request, says Road to, oh, that's me. I said that. That's right. I did say that, didn't I? Well, that sounds redundant, doesn't it? But do submit your coin request for live analysis. We got Near from Haven Peck. Thank you, Haven. We'll put that right here on the top of the list. We got Matty Ghost. How's it going, Matty Ghost? You got a coin request for? Hey, there you go, DEXE. Got you, baby. I got you, baby. Thank you for that super chat that one night that It went over my head and I missed it. I still got you. I still got you, my man. Thank you for that. And we got Joe from Trade Intuition. You up late at 9, old man. What you doing? I didn't mean to call you old man. You're younger than I am. I mean, in turkey years or whatever, I guess. Whatever. I'm still a spring chicken. Or a giblet. I'm a spring giblet. Joe's a spring giblet. We're all spring giblets around here. Joe from Trading Intuition streaming earlier tonight, 9 p.m. Central Standard or Eastern Standard Time. I am sorry. Right over here. That's what it looked for. If you're not watching Joe, especially before you watch the turkey, well, what the hell? Me and Joe go together like peas and carrots. That's what Forrest Gump said. We're the late night dynamic duo. Joe and Turkey. I'm his favorite. He's told me plenty of times. I know it's true. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you, my man. Cash Oak 3304. Hey, man, good to see you here. Litecoin is crazy low on the weekly. Gotta give eventually. You know, I haven't looked at Litecoin in a minute. I've got a Litecoin miner that I've had probably for too damn long. It's real. What is it? I forgot. Was it LTC3 or something? It's an old one. I just don't have a setup to. The other ones got burned down in a fire. I haven't been able to do anything with it. Litecoin. Hype. Take a look at Hype. FCL. How you doing? Good to see you. Let me come back quickly over here and get everybody a shout out. I believe Dave P, were you first tonight? Is that? You guys love getting the clap from the old turkey here. Dave, you got the clap. I like what you're talking, Dave. Hit the like button.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Crypto Cowboys, Moon or Alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dogg. She gets house, I keep ape. Fair? No.
All right, and we are back. We got Haven in the house. I see you there, Haven. I lost you. There we go. Legalized texting. Society X, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Dave P again. And Strega's in the house. How you doing, Strega? My OG right there. And Rogue's in the house. How you doing, Rogue? Good to see you. And one of these days, I'm going to look right in the camera. Good to see you, Rogue. They've got a teleprompter that has a little screen down here that would let me look right at all these things. I want that little thing. It's a little expensive, though. Have you smashed a like, asks Joe? Make sure to show your support by smashing a like. It's a free way to help the channel grow. Thank you for all the like smashers, and thank you for like smashers. Give you guys a shout out. He's trading bodies of water. This guy's crazy. Appreciate your time, says Tony Go. Appreciate you guys for being here. It's just as important as me putting the time in. All right, well, let's get into our list over here. Let's take a look at Near. I used to really like Near. I kind of still do like Near, but why does this look janky? Where am I at? This is Binance? I'm on the 1 minute. It's probably what it is. Okay, let's zoom out to the 4 hour over here. I get all these little spaghetti lines, but they tell me stuff. So I do like to come back up to test this area and possibly even more as we start working our way through these bigger moving averages here, even on the 4 hour. We're trying to flip the band, and it'll probably be a lot of what it's been doing, but just still gradually coming up over here is what I'm seeing for Near. I want to zoom out to the daily. Were we looking at? Are you a legit one? Well, you at the bottom. Did I miss it? Was there an option? So you kind of pulled back. Well, I guess I can count that 786 area, right? It's not got the greatest measurements over there, but I'm kind of wondering. I was really looking for something to hold over here. Where did you come down to? Just a complete double bottom. Yeah, technically that's not a harmonic pattern, even though I think the harmonics still apply. I just don't think they have any kind of fancy pattern names. All right, so we need to take these guys off. So my idea that it would catch over here, that did not play out. And depending on which harmonic guys you follow, is just still in. Let's just until she breaks this, we're still good. So it's still idea for those. I guess that's how they deal with their double bottoms. But we got a complete comeback to the very bottom and just a little bit lower. It looks like that we had over here. Complete 1-to-1. That's the dunny done. So if this is our new bottom, I would just go right over here to this high and pull down just something a little bit local. Probably nail things a little bit easier, maybe front run things a little bit too. All right, so I like to get my 2 basic targets up there right off the bat. And these are areas that we expect pivots. Pivot areas is what we're looking for. Is that simple? Why can't you go? Leave. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to scale that whole same idea down right here. And I think I'm going to go from this high over here. Oh, my computer's acting funny tonight. I went from the high that we had over, we dropped down and then we went here and then we started ranging and then we dropped, right? So I went from that very high, not the local one. And look at this beautiful 236. This is the beauty of the 236 on this system. If we do have a bottom, if it is a bottom, a lot of times your 236 will beautifully just be spelling out this support resistance flip. That's one of the things that I look for with this technique or this system, right? If I see some confluence on these flips, especially the 236 on this, chances are we might have this bottom in. I lean a little bit more to it. It's not, you can't bet the farm on it. It's not written in stone. It's written in shadow puppets. It says, look, here it's a good place. So I'd take a gander, especially if it did a double bottom here. Yeah. See that? That little horizontal line right here that shouldn't be red on my chart. Chances are that we have found if not the bottom for near over here when it came down to 87 cents. It's not 87 cents. It's almost doubled up since then. So you missed it. Sorry. That was on the day when nobody could buy it because all the exchanges were. No, it wasn't. That's February 5th. No, I guess you could have got it. It was over here when you couldn't do anything. You went lower than October. Oh, wow. Imagine that. Some nice rounding shapes. I like that. Rounding shapes on the bottom. That's always generally a good sign of accumulation trying to go over here. If you look to the left over here, what are we on the 4 hour? Carry this guy across, and that looks to be the area that we're flipping as support right over here. Nice! Here on the 4 hour, above the 360 moving average, like we're just trying to climb our little happy asses up here. I'm looking for 149, but I don't know if I would want to get out of it over there. But it does kind of make me want to think about maybe building a bag of this. I like this one. If I were going to look at this for a bigger play, if we think that this is the bottom, and if we see that it can go up to $9, not near as high as it went last cycle, right? $19. None of those days. That was why we wanted to buy it as cheap as we could over here. And we're thinking, man, $4 is pretty good. It went to 19. We can start piling in here. You don't want to go in too early on these bear markets, but if we're down at the bottom here, I think near is in a great accumulation zone. If you're looking for a longer term play, a swing trade, a midterm hold, I guess is what my mentor used to say, a spot margin play, a position trade is what I'm actually trying to say, a position trade. I have to get some new monitors over here. This one's starting to act weird on me. So I like it. Oh, we were trying to see where it could, where she might be going. Well, considering she didn't get over $8 there last cycle, I wouldn't be expecting, too much of a great. Maybe if we're lucky, we would come back up to the same area, and this would be a big double bottom, and maybe get rejected over there. But basically almost $4, and then about $5.91 to the main targets I'd be looking for. Maybe we can start looking at the higher guys, right? As we get into break out of crypto winter and go into crypto spring. And I don't know if it's going to be, our crypto spring might be next year, folks. I don't know. But those are some hopeful things for if I build up a bag here to where I could sell them eventually. Would it be worth it, man? I don't know. I don't know if I had built up a bag. Let's say if I built up $1,000 bag over here, somewhere right around $1.23 where it is, and that comes over here to our target area. Just retest the lows over here. Maybe this happens in 6 months from now. Maybe it happens a year from now. That's 220% gains if I can get there. If we get back over here with a nice big push up, could be 370% gains. So we can actually do what we did last time almost. That's anywhere from 500 to 600% on $1,000. $1,000 could turn anywhere from to 2,500 to 6,000, just depending on how well you play it and how you structure it. Probably won't get the 6,000 out of it unless you can hold that diamond hand up for that very top thing and sell it. I know very few people that do that. I'm still looking at crypto spot trading gurus holding Solana from when they bought it at $112. Well, it's going to hold it for another cycle. Congratulations, Michigan, says Scar. How you doing, Scar? Good to see you. FCO says hype. I think I got that on my list. We just looked at near. Tommy, 2 liters in the house. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for being here. All right, so next one on my list is we didn't. Let's go ahead and do hype. Hyper liquid. I like this one. I don't think it's one to be trading on perpetual futures. I think this is a spot bag to build. The lowest you can get it, build you up a little bit. I kind of like the tokenomics on it. Oh, okay. We got a wick to body. Going with that angle there. I think we might have a channel idea here. Kind of points toward $64. You're going to double up on us like that? I think I need to get out of one. What is the one I've been accumulating over on weeks? That VVV. I think maybe I should get out of VVV and put it into hype if it comes down. Or take the profits and roll it over into hype if I get a chance to. Well, hype, what are you doing over here, my man? You got a high to the low. You're trying to climb up the little fib ladder here, but you can't get back to 618 or the 0.5 just yet. You're above the 50, above the 9. It's pretty good. 21 moving average is coming in right around this 618 area. I don't know if we'll quite make that. So far, you're not broken a trend line. So far, it's still looking good. Actually, this is one of the places I would think of getting in on a trade. Oh shoot, I might do it. This is on the weekly? I think this is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Well, okay, golden cross here on the daily. Wow, I'd like for you to hold that trend line. I might actually take a trade on you on perps then. I prefer you on spot, but I don't have you on spot. I don't have you cheap on spot. Oh, okay, here we go. Now you're telling the story where we can come down a little bit, right? It's only 34. We're at $36 now. Right in that range there. Pick up a accumulatable position of this. Looks like on the daily. Golden cross on the day. Let's check it out on the 4 hour. How's it looking over here? Are you trying to come down? I don't know why you're losing your 4 hour 200 moving average when you're looking at kind of bullish on the bigger time frames. So no entry just yet, but the bigger time frames are saying get ready for one. Okay. From wicks to apparently a wick, nothing, and then body to get the most touches, and the outmost angle there is what I did on this one. Normally I go bodies to bodies. I do that. You can mix it around a little bit. You can mix it around, find where you got the most touches and what makes the most sense, right? But for a breakout, that's the steepest angle I got for a breakout right there. I go bodies to bodies, and we're really close to finding some support there. Bodies to wick tell us, no, we got a little bit lower. Okay, so I don't see an entry on this one just yet. Indicators are saying she can be pulling back for a little bit, so no entry yet. But when she finds her bottom, when we find that support after she gets through all this little mess down here, and it may just be about $1 cheaper or something, that's when I would like maybe at the bottom of this trend line, if we can come down. And it looks like we might. This kind of looks here like a broadening expansion thing, so they have a good chance of coming back and actually we're getting really, really close, if not touching the bottom of that trend line. Let's see if we can tighten it up a little bit. So let's say somewhere around 35.67 right through there. If you wanted to fib it out, you'd be probably looking about your 886 or 786 right there. 786 Fibonacci area right there. So a couple of different ideas to get you right in the little zone to be looking for a nice little place. Do you see how the trend line kind of lined up? If with me being a little bit specific about it, that happens a lot. All these ideas kind of cross up together. Even moving average can come in, so all this stuff can line up and get you to that little fib level, or you may not even know it's a fib level, but your other techniques have got you to the same thing. Kind of cool. And diagonal trend lines actually help a lot with that idea sometimes. All right, let's take a look at Litecoin on the, I guess, the 4-hour. Mixed futures, I guess, is all right. Litecoin, you're $50 again. Litecoin had a really, really, really good shot of doing good. And to me, what happened to Litecoin was when its founder took profit at the top, and then everybody started hating on him, and I guess started hating on Litecoin. But I can't blame him. He knows that Bitcoin is the apex predator too. He knows Bitcoin's the thing. But there's nothing wrong with Litecoin. It's a fork of Bitcoin, just on script protocol. It's not on the SHA the SHA T56 format. And the dual mines with Dogecoin. I don't know. Will it have value in the future or not? But I think it'd have a better chance to have value since it's had a long running streak. No major problems or anything like that, rather than your flash in the pan new coins that you see come out every few months that are going to revolutionize the whole crypto space with whatever they're trying to do with their narrative. And then you only hear about them like once every 2 years, once every 6 months, maybe. If lucky at all, maybe you never hear about them again. 128 looks like a good place to shoot for. It's about as good as we've done this whole time. At some point, if it's going to do something, I would think it'd be a little bit more symmetrical on this side, but who knows? Maybe eventually Litecoin fade to zero, just like a lot of other things. I don't know, man. I think it's got value. It's just that nobody wants to go with anything old. They want, well, let's just rebuild it. Let's just do something new and better. Let's change this and let's do it. And what do they call that? Make everything obsolete. Instead of just working with what you got, repairing what you got, throw it away and start all over again. That seems like we get that in crypto. She lost the main trend line there. I got to see it get back up here to get bullish, about $60 to feel better about it, right? But shoot, $53 is not a bad place for Litecoin, honestly, looking at its history here. I remember when she was about $33 on that big dip. What was it, last cycle? No, it wasn't last cycle, was it? When was that? Oh my gosh, that might have been cycle before that. Chat been 33 over here. We'll mix in a minute. All right, let's take a look at the smaller time frames and see if there's anything bullish trying to happen over here. Nothing yet. Below the 4-hour 200, rejected there, lower high. Not quite. I think the best thing that I could look for is possible retest of the breakout right here, and maybe that will hold. We come over here to this side and look at that. You got another trend line saying X marks you keep scooting over, man. X marks the spot. Maybe this little cradle will hold civilization and it can just keep going up. If it does, I would actually look for a 1-to-1 move right here. And that would take us right over here. So I've been looking at 55. It's a nice 382. And then I would be eyeballing this one right over here. So I would be looking for, well, that's not very much, is it? 55, 15 area. And 56.70 here, and this is the 4-hour time frame. Then you got your idea if you are looking at this, and some people might want to, you know, they'll be, especially if you're a little bit new to pattern trading, you're probably seeing this more of a fallen wedgie. Just take a basic measure move from that idea, put it at the breakout. And it's trying to point us to taking out this high over here. Maybe at 58. Let's see how that turns out. I'll put this as a measure move. I'll even leave it like that. Maybe we come back and look at Litecoin perpetuals and see how this played out on the 4-hour. Did we take a look at hype? I thought we did. Take a look at DEXE. Look at you. I got a target over here. 939 hasn't been hit. This area, if I'm looking at that right, probably an area it should have got rejected to have, but is it? Hell no. I'm going to keep on going. Let's see what this one's doing. No. We just needed to zoom out on that one, I believe. I forgot what that meant. I need to put more notes over here. Was that the local 618? Is that what it was? Okay, you're a 618 for this. Okay, I see what we're doing. All right, so 786 there, right? 1077 is the next stop we're looking for. I'm leaning a little bit more toward 12, more than that, but hey, man, we'll take profit wherever we can get profit, right? DEXE, I've got some of this on spot, actually, and I'll probably see if I can put some of this in the hyper liquid. So 1076, 1280, and then maybe working our way to 15, break out of the big ass falling wedge to the upside. Measure move target $20 if we can ever make it up there. Trying to climb through these moving averages, which it's still got some work to do. Pullbacks back to $5 still could still happen in the $5 area. Let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour still look good. You look good. You look sexy. You look like you got it going on. You look like. Nice trend line. I like it. Just being strong and steady right there. Nice curve. Oh, nice flip of the. Ooh, ribbon flip on the 4. Hell yeah. This thing's been sexy ever since $6 over here. Are you really? I thought I just saw you and you weren't that high. I thought you were like $6 again. Didn't we buy some of you? Did we? I think I don't know how to check the wallet on it. Whoa! I think it got sold. You're not over here. Wait a minute. No, that's an order. Okay, that's an order here. So you're not telling me what I got. Okay. I think I got some of this on spot somewhere. I just don't know how to get over to my wallet on this thing. How do you do that over here? Here we go. Assets right over here. Here we go. There we go. I was wondering where you were hiding, man. I was wondering where you were hiding. Is this our spot? Oh, it's VVV. I don't have DEX. I'm getting them confused, aren't I? That's what I was doing. I should have went on DXE. Oh, darn it. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't think I have any DEXE. Scar says CDA. And, wait a minute. Let me come back. Dr. John Byron. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. That's me with Matic. Has gone up so much for me to has to go up so much for me to break even. Matic got the shaft on this cycle, didn't it? At the end of last cycle, the layer 2 narrative was hot AF, right? And Matic just looked like this was going to take over the world. And our Polygon. And I don't know, man. I don't ever like it when things rebrand and rename. It's usually not a good sign for anything when it happens. For real. Then we got all the layer 2s. Yeah, I don't know. But I remember last bear cycle when we were first coming into the bear and it was coming down, and you're at the point of the market about here, and you're thinking everything's bottom when it hasn't, and you're like, oh man, it's like $3. That's probably pretty good for Matic, or $2, or I don't know, maybe $1.50. Maybe it might have been about $1.50. That's pretty cheap for Matic. We should get some Matic. Let's see it fall down to 19-20 cents. When this if and when it goes, it will be sweet. Rough times ahead for the next few months. Possibly. I mean, you got April. We're going to have some tax things. There's usually pullback in April for sell off for taxes, sell whatever. You get surprise bills. Oh man, that happened to me. Oh crap, even I got sell crap when it's down. That sucks. So you got sell pressure in like April, and then you got sell in May, walk away. I think the only positive thing we got going for us is that this is the first year after, first year in the bear market after the top. So it may not be as rough this summer, lighter summer, looking at the vast history of Bitcoin performance. If it follows the same rules, it may not pull back as much this summer, but it could. Sell in May, walk away. It seems to be the winner when you look back in most of the things. I'm just saying, I'm seriously considering at least trying maybe this time selling half, if not all. Or, I say that, but there'll be some stuff I don't sell that's over on some wallets. I'm just too lazy to move, and some of them are not even worth moving or for the gas fees to move, in my personal opinion, some of them. But I might be looking for some opportunities to go a little bit more cash heavy here between April and May is kind of what I'm thinking if it doesn't sneak up on me. Summer is usually lackluster for markets anyway, and then of course that's not even taking into account the world events and everything, and they don't get all this situation straightened out with energy and all that. Who knows what's going to happen to retail prices? This is going to get kind of wild. Stocks will be going down, and I doubt that they want to buy any nice darn altcoins. There are a lot of vaporware. Bitcoin might be treated different. I'm surprised they're not doing very much with gold right now. It's on the come down. Woo, Litecoin a good buy. 55's not bad. 40 is even better. I'll take Litecoin over Doge any day. I would too. Litecoin, it does move. You can play Litecoin. It may not be your best, strongest play, but it's made profits every cycle. Just fewer profits every cycle. Level 3 pump and dump? Oh, is it level 3? Maybe. Anita says Happy Easter. Thank you, Anita. Can you please look at ladies? Somehow I knew that was coming. We can look at ladies. Strega, are you getting sleepy? I'm even on Litecoin right now. Oh, that's pretty good then. I'd really like to get my miner up and running again. We're just not set up to do it just yet. I would like to have a complete solar power, and I was looking in on that, and I'm like, well, that's expensive as hell just to run an old-ass miner from way back in the day. I even think even for me to run my Litecoin miner just by solar, just to have it run during the day with a little battery backup to keep the power level, it's like somewhere between $2,000 to $5,000, and I'm like, well, that would take me decades to pay off that Litecoin, but it wasn't feasible. What were we looking at? Oh, ladies. We're going to take a look at ladies. I want to take a look at River. River's been my little money maker the last few days on some of these tiny accounts that I've got. Ladies, why are you not showing up over here? Here we are, ladies. We look at them KuCoin. Or I did, usually. Here we are. It's CoinX. KuCoin, where you at? I noticed my bag was up a little bit. It fluctuates, but But it's been in a tight little range for the last, I don't know, couple weeks here, right? Since March. And we got this trend line. It hasn't quite made it back into it. Maybe this will hold, but the original trend line was over here. It gets in, it gets out. I would say eventually it will get back in and it will start doing pretty good. I'm looking for it to keep trying to make some higher highs or you know, make higher lows. I'm looking for it to keep on coming. It had its chance to fall back here and it didn't do it. And then the moving averages are still curving, so I still think it's trying to keep its bullish momentum. Believe it or not. I was going to look at something and I forgot. River, that's what it was. Ah. I think we've heard these albums enough, haven't we? For right now. What's this? Let's see what's on this one. I don't know if it's the let's see what I got for music over here that we may not have heard lately. Is that it? 26 slush? That should be some of the newest stuff right here. Let me see if I can pull that up. There's a collage of songs I've got. They're not published, but just in a little slush file over here. Yeah, I think this is it. This is Night Shift. All right, let's take a look at River. For hour, are you bullish or? Oh yeah. So it's been a real degen play over here. I think we took the trades on live here on stream a few nights ago. I'm going to clear all this out. I see that trend line and resistance up ahead about 14. I don't see us getting past 14. Maybe I'll just keep this stuff on here. Let's see, high to low. Let me zoom out a minute. So you got a possible channel idea. Two, 3, 6 is right there at 15. Okay. I think I need to update this browser. It's been janky over here. Jeez. What was that? Tomorrow's reload waiting in the ice. Blowing up another count, yeah, I did it again. Damn it, I keep trying, but the beat never ends. Start lost in my soul every time I defend. Forced to flip flop, market breaks me. So was that about 1562? The 236 fib. If this is our bottom, if it is our bottom. Looks like a nice possible double bottom over here. Looks like you might have had a little swing wick right there. A little fake outer, and then we started pushing to the upside. Let's come down to the 4 hour on you. Because you had this nice little support over here, right? Touched down, and that would have been your little trigger thing if you're looking for them little degen sniper moves. And then also to help you out with the Fibonacci, usually we're looking for the 113s on those. And we go from this swing low to the high that we got right over here. Pull that little sucker across, and right there we go, down to the 113. And there's a little bitty gap of space. That might be my fault, or just, you know, you're just a little margin of air. Oh, no, I don't think it is. I think it actually got it. Did I get it? No, it's still gapped just a little. So, even getting your fibs as perfect as you can. There might not be the official touch, but there's that little zone. These are cloudy zones, right? We're not going to the fraction of the penny precise over here. Whenever you come across any trend line or any fib or any horizontal, you got to pretend like there's a fuzzy cloud of price action on both sides of it. If you do that, if you look at it that way, well, then things go a little bit better for you. If you're trying to be the anal trader to get it right down to the fraction of the penny and pissed off because it didn't do it and that guy was wrong, that guru or whatever, that idea was wrong, you know, being a little bit too anal about it. What do we call that? Margin of error? All right, so closer to $14 over here. We can get. I'm going to come down to the smaller time frames to see what's going on. She looks like she can be coming down a little bit to me for a little retest. 9 was under 21 on the last time frame we were on, indicating we can be losing some levels over here. So I might need to take a little bit more profit if we're going to be coming down to the stinky green cloud. Maybe we'll catch a bounce over here about 12.17, but the cloud makes me think we want to suck it down in here. Lost the 50. I'm looking at the 100 area, so I'm going to start looking at this 0.5 about 11.78. Tells me that I might want to be taking a little profit on my thing because 9's crossing the 50 on the 15 minute. What the other things look like? Got a red dot on the 15 minute. Tells me I need to take a little profit. All right, I'm going to come over to where do I got you at? Over here on weeks, I guess. Well, here on weeks, is that it? Why does it say something different? Yeah, now you got it. It's already went down to 101. I want to close. I'm gonna close about at least half of that. So I just closed half of that. Right over here, close up. So I took half of that. My stop loss is at 11.41, so I'll just take anything else that might be left. Or I might even put it at break even. Oh, look, gold is, or my oil is up a little bit. Do I need to add to this trade, or are we gradually climbing up a little bit? Oh, that's a dangerous place to add. 15 minute though. I think I'll just put my stop loss. Around break even. I'll probably get stopped out though. But if it does, I would think that it might be coming down lower. This is on the 1 hour too. I hope you wouldn't come down there to get me on that. That's a shallow ass stop loss. It's more about hope and a dream and playing just a little small thing there. Can I add to you? With my stop loss up there, could I do it? I might add a little bit to you, not very much though. It's a small trade. I'm keeping it a small trade, just adding a little bit to it. Don't try not to blow it. Palantir short? Well, you're not even open right now. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, I got too many positions open, by the way. They're small, they're tiny, so maybe they won't hurt me too much. My biggest one's over here, this Bitcoin long right now. All right, so we took profits on the river one there. I've got one more other river trade over here I need to take care of.
Why the fuck do I do this?
Oh, that's not you. River right over here. I need to... Are you trying to go back up? What is it, the 3 minute? Look like you might actually get some traction back here. My stop loss is down here. I think what I'll do is just raise my stop loss. And just take that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just put my stop loss right over here. It's right over these areas, and she comes down lower, or even she might even come down to wick us. That's why I had it there, wasn't it? I had my stop loss right here underneath that wick. Right underneath that wick. Maybe a support resistance flip here. All right, so I'll just keep you there then. But what I might do is just degen in and add just a tiny bit. You might have some more upside here. All right. Actually added to my river trade just a little bit. Brought it down to 82% from there. But I realized, I mean, keep in mind, this is a tiny account, right? It was under $100. I think, how much are you now? I'm not even sure how much is over here now. I can't remember how to find it. Where is it? Acid right here. So 115, I got some in spot though, right? But in futures, what have I got over here in futures right now? 27 in tether, and is that for all of it? And $8 worth of freaking Bitcoin. So it's a tiny ass account. This was $100, folks. I'm just being honest with you. It was $100. It ain't now. It's 27. Hard as hell. Especially when you're doing some of the degen stuff. And it smashes you in the ass. I blame it on risk management. So, River, are you trying to come down a little bit on me? Yeah, on that small time frame, I thought you were trying to go up over here. Which is it? Which is it? You lost the trend line right here. Okay, so I'm losing faith in this trade. I am going to raise my stop loss up a little bit. I am. I think I'll just... Wait a minute, what's this? What the hell is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, this is Bitcoin. Don't screw up my Bitcoin trade. That's on my river trade. I think I added to the wrong one, didn't I? Is that what I did? See, I think you got a chance. Okay. I added to the wrong one, didn't I? Or I added to the other one, I think. Maybe I didn't add it at all. I added to it then. Alright, stop loss can say where it is. My break-even price is what, 1140? Okay. My entry is still around 1084, even adding a little bit to my trade. What if I can add a little bit more? 1250 down to, what's this? I'm gonna add just a wee bit more. I brought my break even up to 1135. My average at 1102. Stop loss is over here in case she wants to come down. All right, I'll try that. See if we can get some more traction over here. See if we can get this account going back up. River. Coming back to Bitcoin here, on the 50-minute time frame. Oh, nice! You reclaimed the 21 moving average on the 15. That's cool. Need to see that 9 cross above it, and so both of those drive us over here to this cloud. Don't know if we'll make it up to 63.4 or not. 50 moving average is crossing the 100 there. Ichimoku cloud suggests we can get up to about 69.3. Maybe we can. See if we can fight our way up there before we come back. And continue to hopefully make some higher lows and knock out this high. That's what we need to do, come back up to 70. I think we got a chance to at least try that, at least retest this area somewhere around here, 69.3, 69.4. 15 people hanging out with the turkey. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Road Dog is sponsored by some good ass coffee. It is sponsored by some good ass coffee and also Milky cereal, by the way.
She a MILF, part of a well-balanced diet. Every morning, yeah, you know I gotta try it. Pour it up, Milky cereal in my bowl. She a MILF, part of a well-balanced.
And good ass coffee.
The morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good as coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good as coffee in your cup.
You're saying good night, Stringer? We still got 3 hours to go. This is an all-nighter stream. You bailing out early, boomer? No, we are winding this one down. Cooking dog food and the leg came out of the pot of the chicken. What? Increase your line size from a 1 to a 2 and the gap goes away. Law. There you go. Scar says, go Kite. You know, we didn't look at Kite. Thank you for mentioning that. Let's take a look at Kite over here on Binance. 16.2. Oh, wow. Look at you. Oh, I forgot about this dude. You didn't really come back and touch it, though. Let me see how accurate this is. 0.5. You went higher. I would have expected that at 6. I got a little directional bias there. Maybe we'll still come down, but she's trying to go. She is trying to go up right now. Will it continue? 600 above the 800. Okay. You know it. So in the bigger picture of things for Kite, I am still kind of keeping my eye on for 11 to 12 for something to bounce down through here. But until and even if, you know, if it happens, right? Some of these bearish crosses make me think that, yeah, we could. But it doesn't mean it can't go up before it gets up there, right? So, yeah, we might be coming up to test around 19 cents. It can get above the 800. I mean, it'll probably lose it and come back down, back to your 200, 360 moving average area after it does. But it's kind of pointing like it's trying to get up toward this fib area around 19, maybe even a little bit more, 1980, 1988. I meant to look at it earlier, and here we are. We're at resistance right now or a breakout. I would be tempted on this because if you're looking pattern wise, you're at a pattern's got a 72% chance to break to the upside. It may not meet the measure move, but if it got close, it's getting us up somewhere in this area. So 19, maybe up to 21 cents, maybe. Could happen. Might only get up a little bit and then fall back into it, but there's a chance. There's a play. This is, of course, buying the breakout. So here is a situation where I would be tempted to maybe take this instead of waiting to clear this area. But I mean, you know, to me, this one, for this idea, it's got a little bit better chance because it's a Fibonacci area if it can break out. And I think it's got a better chance to try to hold it and go up if you're trying to break a breakout. Otherwise, I feel better trying to buy the breakout here than the way we get up here and then jump in, though. That's just me, though, right? Because if I am wrong, by the time we figure it out up here, at least I'm already in and I can put a stop loss and try to save at least my fees or whatever else, right? This isn't my takes on entries on this, but there might be a trade here. Either here or when we do clear that area. I mean, it can still work out. Ichimoku Cloud looks like it wants to help it out. Ribbon trying to flip up a little bit. It almost makes me want to front run it. I ain't got no trigger to tell me to get in just yet. 1 minute is getting some rejection over here. It's looking good though, honestly. So it might come down a penny. It might not come down a penny. But if I'm going to be true to my rules and try not to buy at resistance areas and top areas, I want to try to tone my degen in and not try to jump in on this one just yet. Just because this is typically where we get rejected and come back down. There's always a possibility it could come back down these. I don't think it will, but I would probably make my argument with trend lines right here. You had this one, and that's the bearish retest right here probably the little double top before we come down midway or something. So I'm looking somewhere between 14 and 16 cents where we have been. Maybe we retrace a little bit where I would want to get in. But if you're already in, then yeah, and I would say if you can hold on to 19 or 20 or more, if it can still make that move. I just don't see a good entry for me to get in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. We went over several coins tonight. I think we went over Near, DEXE, Litecoin, Hype, River, Kite, a few other coins, ladies, and of course Bitcoin. Taking a look at the crypto market, and it's a little wishy-washy here. As you know, we had a nice Sunday and interesting Monday and a little bit of pullback. Tomorrow, I think we'll get a feel for where we're headed, but you know, by tomorrow night when they figure out this whole Iran thing and see what how the market's reacting. Can't blame you for not being in. Can't blame you for trying to take a chance on this stuff. But long, short, up or down, or just not in it at all. It's just going to be a tricky week this week. We also got a lot of news coming out, I believe, on the. I've seen that on the daily. There's some news coming out. I think is the FOMC stuff coming out. I'm not seeing the stuff listed over here right now. I did see it earlier. Here we go. Yeah, we got some stuff coming out this week. So a lot of stuff coming out early here, right? Some of it won't affect us. FOMC minutes, for some reason, the market makers like to play with us on that. We had a pretty good jobs market. I think that was up. Of course, so inflation rate, year-over-year, core inflation on the 10th. All this stuff coming up over the next 3 days. It's going to be a shaky week, I believe. I believe it's going to be a shaky week. But I'm hopefully thinking we're making a nice little rounded shape here. And this is Bitcoin on the daily. And I believe we're above the 9 moving average. So if we're above the 9 moving average on a daily chart, well, you know my take on it. I ain't going to say nothing bad about it if we're above a 9 moving average. That's right, exactly. And we are. I can't say anything bad about you, Bitcoin. We're above the 9. We're above the 9. Everything is just fine and dandy. Get above the 21, above that 50 right there. We'd be flipping this little sucker, heading back up. Make an argument right here on the, what is this, the daily? You got a breakout, baby. No volume behind it yet, but you got something. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you on the end screen. Happy trading. See if we can change our songs up here a little bit. Okay, this one's fitting.
Started with 100, pocket full of doubt. No fancy plans, just catching the knife. Deeper every tick.
Ooh, why do you look so bearish here, Ichimoku? Are you trying to lose this? For real?
Red devils raining, shot suicide dive. I seen them bottom.
That makes you a top. Here on the 6 minute, we're getting a little bit bearish. It's lower high on Bitcoin. Just saying.
Bitcoin sitting pretty, no blade on the skin. Spot just breeze, let the storm blow through again. Me, I'm diving head first, palms wide and bleeding. Catching the knife, convinced some succeeding. Every ticket falls, I whisper this is the turn. But the cook is deeper, blood
Bobby's in 68, 132. Nice. No guarantees, but it might be happening here in a little bit. After we get down here, I think we got a good chance to bounce out of this little area that we find ourselves in. So if I guess I got to make a final last minute call here on the small time frames or something that might be playing out over the next few hours. Maybe. It's trying to really break out of this, but I don't know if it's got enough to do it. Bearish divergence over here. I think we might see one more dip down before we get up there, but we'll see how it plays out. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. See you tomorrow. Jesus loves you. Good night, John.
Just floats quiet, no rope around his neck, but I'm catching the night, choking on my own.